We often think of time as something we have control over. We allocate it, spend it, or let it slip away. But how often do we pause to ask ourselves, while we waste time, is time wasting us back? Time is not just an external force moving forward, it's a reflection of how we choose to live. When we squander hours scrolling through distractions or delaying action, we forget that time is silently shaping our outcomes. The minutes we disregard today are the missed opportunities of tomorrow. Time is the most valuable resource we possess, yet it is often the one we take for granted. Unlike money or material possessions, time cannot be saved, stored, or retrieved once it's spent. Each passing moment slips away permanently, shaping our lives in ways we might not immediately notice. The profound truth is that time is a non-renewable resource, and the way we choose to use it determines the quality of our lives. Imagine waking up every day with a fixed deposit of 24 hours, no more, no less. Everyone, regardless of their status, wealth, or ambition, is granted the same amount of time. The difference lies in how we choose to spend it. Some invest it with purpose, making strides toward their goals and nurturing meaningful relationships, while others let it trickle away, consumed by distractions or indecision. What we often fail to realize is that time itself does not pause, wait, or rewind. It moves forward relentlessly, whether we are engaged or not. The essence of time's value becomes starkly apparent when we reflect on the opportunities we've missed. Think about a moment when you delayed pursuing something important, a skill you wanted to learn, a conversation you meant to have, or a project you wished to start. At the time, the delay may have felt trivial, but as weeks turn into months, the gap widened between where you were and where you could have been. Time wasted is not just time lost, it is potential unrealized. This doesn't mean we should be constantly busy or that every moment must be packed with productivity. On the contrary, intentional rest and reflection are integral to a meaningful life. However, the key lies in conscious choice. When we allow time to pass without direction or purpose, it's akin to letting a valuable asset depreciate. The moments we waste today compound over time, creating a ripple effect on our future. Recognizing the non-renewable nature of time encourages us to become more intentional with it. It invites us to ask critical questions. What matters most to me? Am I spending my time in alignment with those priorities? Am I present in the moments that truly count? Or am I letting life pass me by while I'm caught in the trivial? Every second holds potential, a chance to grow, connect, and create. When we understand that time is finite and irreplaceable, we begin to value it not just when we waste time. We often think of it as a neutral act, a pause in productivity, or a harmless indulgence in distraction. However, time does not simply stand still when we fail to use it wisely. It moves forward, leaving behind the opportunities we could have seized and the progress we could have made. The relationship we have with time is not passive, but mutual. As we treat it, so it shapes us in return. Consider a day when you postpone tasks or let hours slip away to mindless distractions. While it might have felt like nothing significant happened, the reality is that time continued to flow. The minutes and hours you let pass without intention became moments where growth, learning, or achievement were sidelined. Time is not an infinite well, it is a finite stream, constantly moving. When we waste it, we are not just delaying progress. We are actively shaping a future where those missed moments manifest as lost opportunities. This dynamic creates a ripple effect in our lives. Small decisions to waste time may seem inconsequential in isolation. A single evening of procrastination or a few minutes of indulgence in every choice we make with our time has a ripple effect, creating consequences far beyond the moment itself. When we waste time, it doesn't just disappear, it leaves behind a pattern, a trajectory that impacts the days, weeks, and even years ahead. These small, seemingly insignificant decisions to delay or avoid purposeful action gradually accumulate, creating a larger impact on our lives than we often realize. Think about a single hour spent mindlessly scrolling through social media or watching a show you aren't truly invested in. In that moment, it may feel like harmless downtime, a way to relax or fill the space. But when this becomes a recurring habit, those hours add up, and the cost becomes clearer. Over the course of a week, it could mean multiple hours that could have been spent building a skill, strengthening a relationship, or even just reflecting on your goals. Extend that over months or years. One of the most intriguing aspects of time is the paradox of choice. The more options we have for how to spend our time, the harder it becomes to make a decision. This overwhelming abundance of choices often leads to a surprising outcome: inaction. We find ourselves paralyzed, not because we lack opportunities, but because we are unsure of which path to take. Ironically, this indecision itself becomes a form of wasting time, as we lose precious moments caught in the loop of deliberation. Modern life offers countless ways to fill our time, from work commitments to leisure activities, from self-improvement pursuits to endless streams of entertainment. The sheer variety can be both a blessing and a burden. Instead of empowering, time gains significance when it is paired with purpose and intentionality. It is not the mere passage of hours that adds meaning to our lives, but what we choose to do within them. Actions rooted in clarity and intention transform fleeting moments into opportunities for growth, connection, and achievement. When we align our time with our values and goals, we create a sense of purpose that gives each day a deeper meaning. Many of us move through life on autopilot, reacting to the demands of the day without pausing to reflect on whether our actions align with what truly matters to us. We might spend hours on tasks that feel urgent but are not important. Or we may devote our energy to fulfilling other people's expectations while neglecting our own aspirations. Without intentionality, time becomes fragmented, and we lose sight of the bigger picture. On the other hand, when we approach time with a clear sense of purpose, our actions take on greater significance. Consider someone who values personal growth and dedicates just 1 hour a day to learning a new skill or reading about a topic that inspires them. Over weeks and months, reclaiming power over time is one of the most transformative steps you can take toward living a purposeful and fulfilling life. Each day presents you with a choice: to let time slip away in the tide of distractions and obligations, or to seize control and direct it toward what truly matters. Regaining this power is not about rigid schedules or overloading yourself with tasks. It is about being intentional and aligning your time with your priorities. Too often we allow external factors to dictate how we spend our time. Notifications, interruptions, and the constant demands of modern life pull our attention in countless directions. In this reactive state, time feels like something that happens to us rather than a resource we actively shape. The result is a sense of disconnection, where days blur together and we wonder where the time has gone. But the truth is, reclaiming power over time is entirely within your grasp. It begins with awareness. Recognize where your time is going and identify patterns that don't serve you. Are you spending hours on activities that add little value to your life? Are distractions pulling you away from meaningful pursuits? Awareness allows you to take stock of how you're currently using time and create space for deliberate change. The next step is setting clear priorities. Define what matters most to you. Whether it's personal growth, nurturing relationships, achieving professional goals, or simply creating moments of joy. Once you have a clear vision of your priorities, you can allocate your time accordingly. This doesn't mean eliminating all leisure or spontaneity. Rather, it's about ensuring that your actions align with what truly matters to you. One of the most empowering aspects of reclaiming time is realizing that small changes can yield significant results. You don't need to overhaul your entire life in a single day. Start by carving out just 15 minutes for something meaningful, a quiet moment to reflect, a step toward a goal, or a meaningful conversation with a loved one. These small, intentional actions can build momentum and help you regain a sense of control. Finally, protect your time fiercely. Learn to say no to commitments that don't align with your priorities and minimize distractions that pull you off course. Treat your time as the precious resource it is, and others will respect it too. When you reclaim power over your time, you reclaim power over your life. Each moment becomes an opportunity to live intentionally, achieve your goals, and create the life you truly desire. Time is precious, fleeting, and unforgiving. Every second wasted is a piece of your life you'll never get back. But here's the beauty: it's never too late to change. The moment you decide to value your time, you reclaim your power. While you waste time, it's silently shaping your future. So shape it with intention. Focus on what truly matters, act with purpose, and honor the gift of every moment. Remember, time well spent isn't just about doing more. It's about living fully. Make today the day you stop wasting time and start creating the life you deserve. Time is a mirror. When you honor it, it honors you back. So as you go about your day, remember, every moment holds a choice. Choose wisely, because while you're wasting time, it may very well be wasting you. Let's make today count.